Alright, so we're going to look at 3 ways to deal with a really locked in double collar tie in the tie clinch. What this looks like, right, is the partner's got strong control on the back of the head here like this, and if they can manage to start breaking the posture down, they can really deliver strong knees potentially to the body or the head. So if this is a situation we find ourselves in, we need to act fairly quickly, okay? So first one we're going to do, right, partner's managed to find this double control on my head here, right, so he's got his position. I want to make sure I'm not getting elbowed from this position. Sometimes you'll see people reaching down to kind of block knees and stuff like this, but the problem is now I've got no control on his arms, so it's quite easy for him to break away and start elbowing, okay? So I keep my arms on the outside, I maintain my posture, keeping my hips, my shoulders and my feet all in alignment. Now my hand's going to swim to the inside, and it's going to start to look to get this control here. I'll swim fairly quickly, but at this point my job's not done, okay? Here he can still break my posture and control even though I'm starting to hold his head. So after the arm comes inside, the shoulder pops as well, okay? So that shoulder pop's going to clear, and then I can start swimming for my own control, okay? So arm going through, shoulder popping, very important. So the clinch is locked in, I'm maintaining my posture, making sure not to look down, looking across. Quickly spinning to the inside and then following with the shoulder, okay? Again, swim, shoulder goes through, and then I can look for inside position and moving from there. So that's number one, if we can do that quickly. But sometimes what will happen is your opponent will really tuck their elbows tight, okay? So we get in position, I try to swim underneath, but it's hard because his elbow's blocking, right? Every time I come inside, his elbow might drop, so that makes it hard for me to go there. So instead of going under the arm this time, I'm going to go around the outside, okay? So I go around the outside and I look to get my wrist on the back of the neck here. Now, as he tries to hold tight from this position, I should be able to use my shoulder again to pop that control away, okay? And then from here, I've got a bit of a lock of my own. I can start delivering some counter knees from that position. So again, I go here, hips a little closer. I can't come inside, so I'm reaching around the outside, okay? I get some kind of control around the back here, and then my shoulder pops up and takes that control away. I can squeeze everything in, I can deliver knees, I can start making off balances from that position, okay? So we've got 2 directions there. Now, the final one, and this is when things are getting a little bit sticky, okay? So they might have a really strong lock, and I'm also feeling that my head is starting to get broken down, okay? We have a rule, don't look at the floor, that's where you'll end up. If I see myself looking at the floor in this position, this can be bad news. So I need to act fairly quickly. What I'm going to do from this position is it'll be hard to go inside or hard to go outside. So I'm going to take one arm across the top and I'm going to start to extend the head away, okay? So the grip here, either palm, if I'm not wearing gloves or if I've got the boxing glove on, will just be going here. And I'm not just pushing the head away, I'm also starting to push upwards a little bit like this. So now if I try to pull my head down, it's going to be a little bit harder, okay? Secondary hand can now start coming inside. I'm looking to break this away here, okay? So that's kind of your emergency, break glass in case of emergency option. I'm being pulled down, I feel my posture's going, quickly come over the top, extend away and pull here. Occasionally we can trap the arm into like these sort of armbar positions, and again I can start delivering these from here. So to recap one more time, each. First one, swim inside, shoulder follows. Second one, can't go inside, across the top, pop with the shoulder. Third one, can't inside, posture's being broken, across the face, cross facing, inside and break there. That's 3 ways of dealing with a strong, locked in, double collar tie in the tie clinch.